And it's actually beautiful as a sling. What's up all you cool snakes and neonates? How's it going? I hope you're all keeping well. So today we have an unboxing. Yes we do. But before we get into that, I've got something I want to talk about. So, don't worry, there were no spiders in that. That box has been emptied. So, the intro you guys just seen. As I've mentioned before, I'm trying to make the channel a bit more professional, a bit more proper. I want your guys' honest opinion in the comments section below. Do you guys like the intro in this video? The start bit with there's a sort of montage with the animals. Would you guys like to keep that in my videos, or would you guys like to see that disappear and just get straight into the video as soon as it starts? Let me know in the comments below. Hit pause right now, jump in the comments on the YouTube video and let me know, would you guys like to see the intro kept in, or would you like to see it scrapped? Because I really appreciate your guys' opinion on that one. That being said, guys, what a video we've got today. Dream spiders of mine. There was only a couple of spiders that I've wanted to keep my whole adult life. I'm not a collector. I don't see spiders as Pokemon. I don't see any animal as Pokemon. I don't want to have every single version of every single animal in my home. I don't want to keep one animal that is identical to another animal and all that kind of stuff just because they have a different scientific name. There was only about 3 tarantulas that were on my list: Cobalt Blue, Mexican, Red Knee, and P. Metallica. And then later on there was P. Erminia was added to that list. Today we have completed that list. I know we have other species of tarantula that have happened into the household, but that was always going to happen anyway. But these were the spiders that were on my list. So let's get into that unboxing and see these 2 dream species of spiders. Let's see what we got, guys. So, as the title says, this is a box from Dave's Little Beasties. There are 2 different species of spider in here. I paid for 4. Now, in the past, I gave Dave a fully matured male Mexican red and white. So, I'm wondering if he's repaid the favour of the free spiders and maybe given me a bonus sling in here. Let's have a look. Now it is cold. I've been waiting for these spiders for about 2 weeks because it has been far too cold. That's one good thing about Dave, is he will not post something if it's cold. And as you can see, it's wrapped up nicely as you would expect from Dave. Oh, got some stickers in here. Oh, it's all disappeared into there. So we got some Dave's little, one's upside down, Dave's Little Beasties stickers. I think I've seen a badge or something in there too. Right, here is, oh yes. So yes, Dave has given us an extra free spider. What a gentleman. Thank you very much, Dave. Oh yes, a little Dave's Beasties badge, look at that, let's go. Awesome. Double check, make sure there's nothing else in here. Nice little heat pad. Oliver Bitties. Make a mess in here. It's okay, I tidy up in here, so I am the one that has to tidy up. So we ordered 4 slings. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So excited. One of these tarantulas have been on my list for years. And one of them has sort of become a dream tarantula recently. Be nice to the babies. Oh, Dave, you have packaged these well. You can see legs of one right there. Yeah, right, okay. We have 3 of one kind and 2 of another. Let's have a little sneak peek. I built up 5 enclosures, 4 main ones and 1 emergency one. Right, so we'll save the best for last. Oh my god, it's absolutely tiny. And it's actually beautiful as a sling. Let's see if you guys can get a view of that. I'm doing things on my own in here. Look at how small that sling is! It's tiny! That is minute. I cannot believe that. Well, I can. Well, that is one happy, healthy little sling. So all the species I've got today are arboreal. Arboreal means they like to climb. However, as slings, even arboreal tarantulas will burrow. So all these guys actually have a healthy amount of substrate. Whew. Excited isn't even the word. These are actually rather big enclosures for these size of slings. This little cutie in here is disappearing. Is a Venezuelan sun tiger. So we have 3 of them. Is it P. armania, I think is their scientific name. Gorgeous spiders. These are just slings, these are just babies. Right, here is baby number 2 of the armanias. Another fantastically lovely, healthy little spooder. There's healthy and lively baby number 2. Look at that little cutie. What a stunning little sling. I thought the versicolors were a stunning sling, but these guys are just beautiful. Now, there's 2 reasons we have got slings. Number 1 being that, as you guys know, slings, short for spiderling, baby spiders, don't always survive. And the other reason being that, of course, you want a female. Males only last about 3 years or so. Females, you'll get a lot longer out of, up to 15 years, and the females are obviously a lot more beautiful as well. They are stunning. So you want a female. So this is why we have got a few of these guys. Now for the third one, I've only got this little pot, but there is enough for it to hide and things like that, so it'll do just fine in here. So this one's going to be a little bit more of a terrestrial setup, but like I just said, these guys will burrow anyway. Baby T's do like to burrow. So the last Armania, and then we are going to get on with my dream spider. Oh, and another beautiful, fantastic stunner. Hello. Welcome to the reptile rich household, little one. Stunning, identical tarantulas. How cool is that? You can already see the patterning on the bums, on the abdomens. Just beautiful. This one is a lot slower than the other ones. Okay, maybe take it back. There's your new home, buddy. Boom. Okay. All Armania are present and accounted for. So that was the 3 Venezuelan sun tigers we got. Or Salmopius arminia, I think. Don't hang me for butchering the scientific name. The P. arminia, beautiful spiders. Here is what they look like as adults. Absolutely stunning, breathtaking, beautiful black, tiger chevrons, tiger stripes on the legs and on the abdomen. Definitely a sought after species, these guys. South American species of spider. They are a New World spider, but unlike a lot of other New Worlds, they don't hair flick and they are arboreal. Some people say they're a great sort of changeover if you're going from terrestrial spiders and looking to get into your more old world arboreal stuff. They're a great sort of changeover. I never hugely count spiders as beginners and expert levels, simply because we started with Poecilotheria regalis, or P. regalis, the Indian ornamental, which is considered one of your more up there sort of spiders, and we managed just fine with them. As long as you have a sensible head on you and you do your research, you do your homework, and you give the animal everything it needs, you're going to be just fine. And up next, we're going to unbox my absolute dream spider, and I know it's an absolute dream spider for a lot of you guys as well. Probably the most sought after tarantula in the spider keeping community. Now, woo-hoo, this is the Goody Sapphire Ornamental, or scientifically named P. Metallica. It's a pokey. We have their cousin here, we have the Indian Ornamental. This is the Goody Sapphire Ornamental. Named Goody because they were first discovered in Goody once. And that was it. They're not actually from Goody, but there we go. Oh yes, you did see these guys were a bit bigger. Probably going to be quite racy too. So these guys actually have apparent really bad venom. So they're an old world tarantula. They don't kick hairs. They will show you their business end. They'll rear up, show you their fangs, give you a threat display. And if you do push them far enough to get a bite, as I always say, guys, if you get a bite, it's your fault. You've not left that animal alone. Well, our first P. Metallica is currently alive and well. And had a poop. Don't know if you guys can see that right there. Our first P. Metallica. Boom. Let's give it a wee poke. Let's give the pokey a poke. Again, another arboreal spider. But as we know from having our previous pokies, pokies do like to have a little burrow. So P. Metallica 1 is in. Let's get P. Metallica 2. They are sexually dimorphic, just like a lot of the other tarantulas. Females being the beautiful ones. Males are not as striking, not as big, and they do not live as long, which is why we have bought 2 Metallicas to double our chances of getting a female and double our chances of survival. Although, in my little bit of experience, pokies seem to be quite bomb-proof, or quite a strong spider. Say this one is definitely smaller than the other one. There is pokey number 2. P. Metallica number 2. Woohoo! Exciting stuff. So you can see these guys are a bit bigger than the Armania at the moment. So they're clearly a little bit older. People have attempted to keep these communal. I'm not going to risk it. I'm going to keep them separate. There you go, little one. Boom. Oh, stunning. Here, if you don't already know, here is what they look like as adults or sub-adults. Just like the P. erminia that we've seen before, they're sexually dimorphic, and with both of these spiders, the males, when they mature, they're just a boring grey colour. It's the females that have that striking colour. Of course, like I mentioned earlier, we have the P. rugalis as well, the cousin of the P. metallica. And now we have 2 P. metallicas. Whoa! Now the P. metallica, as you guys know, I like to take species and bring species to you guys that are or can face difficulties in the wild, and the P. metallica is definitely no exception. They are verging on extinct. They are critically endangered. Just like the axolotls we have downstairs, there are plenty of them in captivity, but in the wild they are almost completely gone. So it's very important that you do not buy wild caught if you're looking for a P. metallica. Always get captive bred. There are plenty of people breeding them out there, and there are more and more every year. Do not get them from the wild, because you could contribute to them being taken out of the wild and reducing the numbers even further. Now, a large part of their problem is they're only found in a small area. Even though their common name is the Goody Sapphire Ornamental, they aren't actually from Goody. They were only discovered first in Goody many years ago, and that was just one that had made its way there or hopped on a train or something like that, which commonly happens with tarantulas. They get into places they shouldn't, and they end up in different parts of the world. Now, they're actually from a small forest in Andhra Pradesh, and because of the forest being destroyed, of course, their habitat is shrinking, they're disappearing, and they're actually spreading out now into places that they were never found before because their habitat is being destroyed. So that is never a good thing. But as long as we keep them here in captivity and we keep captive breeding them, if they're ever extinct from the wild, we get enough of them going in captivity. Who knows, if we manage to regain their habitat, if we manage to get enough of that land protected, we could reintroduce them again, which would be absolutely amazing, which is why I keep a lot of animals in here that are from like sort of Amazon rainforests and things like that, where habitats are being destroyed, and trying to get them breeding and getting breeding colonies of them going in captivity, so that if they're ever needed, we have plenty of them in captivity. Or if they're ever extinct, at least we're still going to have them on this earth and be able to see them in captivity as well. The P. Metallica is known to have a nasty venom, but they don't often use it. They are also known to, if they do bite an owner, if you're silly enough to handle them, because they're not handling spiders, to give you what's called a dry bite, which is where they don't inject any venom. They let their 3/4 inch fangs do all the talking, and that's going to be sore enough as it is. But apparently, if you are unlucky enough to be envenomated, you're in for a rough week, maybe even more. Vomiting, nausea, swelling, bruising, not a fun time at all. Nobody has ever died, of course, from a bite from a P. Metallica. However, they are a very endangered species, and there's not much study going on with that sort of area. But the aim of the game is just not to be silly. Don't handle that spider and don't get bitten, and you won't find out, mess around and find out kind of situation. So that was the Poecilotheria Metallica. I think I'm saying that right again. I prefer to stick to the common names, but P. Metallica is quite an easy one. As you can see, the P. Metallica have settled in wonderfully. They are looking absolutely stunning. In certain lights, they're actually purple in coloration, which I never knew about the slings of P. Metallica. Sling is short for spiderling, which is what you call a baby spider. So you guys can see here, these guys have settled in. They have webbed up on both sides, so they've made it their home, and they're both sitting out and about. This one here is actually the spicier of the two. That one's giving me a threat pose, whereas this one here is not fussed at all. This one is just chill. They all have, even though they're siblings, they're the same species, they all have their own personalities. But these guys have actually both been fed a micro cricket, so that is why they've webbed up. They know they're getting fed, watered, and they have security here. So these guys are wonderfully happy in their new homes, and they are just the cutest little things. Can't wait for their colours to start coming in. The P. erminia, I am not sure what I'm going to do with these guys. This one's actually webbed up quite nicely in here. These guys are tiny, and I'm scared this might actually be a little bit too big for them. It's a lot for the fruit flies, because the fruit flies can just go everywhere. I don't know if the fruit fly is going to escape or if they've eaten it, so I might actually put the other two into one of these tubs each as well, just to keep them in a little bit smaller enclosures and keep it a little bit easier to keep a track of everything going on. We will see how we go. But yeah, so a few days in, and these guys are doing absolutely fantastically. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that dream unboxing of mine. I know for a few of you guys out there that was probably a dream unboxing for you guys. But thank you very much for tuning in, guys. As always, you can subscribe through my ugly mug right there. You can hit a playlist right there from the channel, or YouTube will suggest a video right there. Thank you very much, guys. Take it easy. Peace.